August 27, 2025. Tensions in the South China Sea reach a boiling point. Headlines flash: Philippine supply ship blockaded by Chinese Coast Guard, water cannons fired near 2nd Thomas Shoal. On the turquoise waters, the BRP Sierra Madre sits grounded on Ayungin Shoal, a rusted but defiant symbol of Philippine sovereignty. The smaller BRP Malapascua attempts a resupply mission, bringing food and water to Marines aboard the Sierra Madre. Suddenly, 3 massive Chinese Coast Guard cutters appear, dwarfing the Philippine vessel and forming a tight cordon. Radio warnings in Mandarin crackle. The Filipino captain holds his course, knowing this mission is about more than supplies, it's about national rights. The first blast of a water cannon smashes into the Malapascua, shattering a window and flooding the bridge. The crew holds firm, responding not with weapons, but with cameras. Journalists aboard broadcast the confrontation live, instantly sharing the drama worldwide. The world is watching. This is a battle of narratives, not firepower. The Philippines faces a superpower's ambition with unwavering resolve. This standoff at Ayungin Shoal is a microcosm of a larger struggle, a small nation standing up to overwhelming odds. China's 9-dash line threatens to swallow the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. But instead of surrendering, the Philippines chooses courage, ingenuity, and the power of international law. The crew's defiance is broadcast globally, reframing the conflict as law versus force. The world sees how David can outsmart Goliath, not with might, but with strategy. The Philippines' stand inspires others facing similar threats. This moment marks a turning point in the South China Sea dispute. The battle is no longer just at sea, it's in the court of global opinion. The Philippines' resolve becomes a rallying cry for the rule of law. The standoff is not just about territory, it's about the future of international order. And in this battle, the world is watching every move. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade and a lifeline for the Philippines. China's 9-dash line claims nearly 90% of these waters, cutting into the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines and its neighbors. For Filipinos, this sea is home, heritage, and survival. China's aggressive tactics, harassing fishermen, seizing fishing grounds, have created fear and uncertainty. Scarborough Shoal, once a vital resource, is now off-limits to Filipinos. China's actions challenge the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, threatening the rules-based order. The world watches. If international law is ignored here, what's to stop it elsewhere? The Philippines' struggle becomes a test for the future of global norms. Facing China's overwhelming might, the Philippines knew a military response was futile. Instead, Manila turned to international law, launching a bold legal challenge at the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. The case wasn't about ownership, but about the legality of China's 9-dash line under UNCLOS. China dismissed the proceedings, pressuring others to do the same. The Philippines pressed on, assembling a world-class legal team and gathering evidence from maps, science, and fishermen's testimony. The strategy win with facts and law, not force. It was a gamble, risking Beijing's wrath and international isolation. But Manila's resolve never wavered. The case reframed the conflict as a legal battle, not a military one. The world watched as a small nation dared to sue a superpower. In The Hague, the Philippines presented a mountain of evidence: ancient maps, satellite images, and testimony from fishermen. China left its seat empty, refusing to participate and waging a PR campaign instead. The world's eyes were on the tribunal. Would law prevail over power? The US, EU, Japan, and Australia backed the process, seeing it as a test of the rules-based order. The Philippine team argued that China's historic rights were invalid under UNCLOS. Geological surveys showed many disputed features were just rocks or submerged banks, not islands. The case was built on science and law, not contested history. The empty chair became a symbol of China's isolation. The Philippines' methodical approach exposed the weakness of China's claims. The outcome would set a precedent for the world. July 12, 2016. The tribunal delivers a stunning verdict. China's 9-dash line has no legal basis. The Philippines wins a landmark legal victory, invalidating China's central claim to the South China Sea. The court rules that features like Mischief Reef and 2nd Thomas Shoal are within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. China's artificial islands and military installations are declared illegal. The tribunal condemns China's harassment of Filipino vessels and environmental destruction. The world reacts. The US, Japan, and others call for respect of the ruling. The decision arms smaller nations with a powerful legal tool. China rejects the verdict, but its international standing suffers. Every future Chinese incursion is now a documented violation of law. The Philippines reframes the conflict. It's not just about territory, but about upholding global rules. The legal victory inspires other nations facing similar challenges. The Philippines proves that law can be a great equalizer. The world takes note, even the powerful are not above the law. The Philippines turns its legal win into action, strengthening alliances, especially with the U.S. joint military exercises and American naval patrols reinforce the message. These are international waters. The Philippines modernizes its military, focusing on maritime defense and surveillance. New ships and aircraft improve the country's ability to monitor its waters and document Chinese incursions. Transparency becomes a weapon. Journalists are embedded on patrols, broadcasting confrontations live. Social media amplifies the message, rallying public support at home and abroad. The slogan, Atin Ito, this is ours, unites the nation. The dispute becomes a matter of national dignity, not just diplomacy. Public support empowers leaders to stand firm against Chinese pressure. The combination of alliances, modernization, and transparency forms a shield against gray zone tactics. The Philippines shows that unity and strategy can counter even the most powerful adversary. The world sees a nation transformed by pride and purpose. The Philippines' South China Sea strategy is now a model for smaller nations. It proves that international law, alliances, and transparency can defend sovereignty without matching military might. By leveraging UNCLOS and global support, Manila exposed the weakness of China's claims. The lawfare approach is now a blueprint for holding powerful states accountable. Public opinion and real-time media coverage became game changers, winning the battle for hearts and minds. The camera, as much as the patrol boat, became a tool of national defense. The Philippines' story is one of courage, ingenuity, and resilience. It's a reminder that power is more than ships and missiles. It's alliances, law, and truth. The world now knows, even in the shadow of a dragon, David can still win. The Philippines' victory echoes as a declaration for a world governed by rules, not might.